A hypothetical question: who would you pick if you had to guess who would win a race between Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris? Despite the fact that they're rivals, there are rumors that they've collaborated on something significant that they do not want the public to know about. What could this be? Lando was recently asked who would win a race against Hamilton, and his answer may surprise you. Make sure to watch this video all the way through to find out what the two have collaborated on. Let's get started without wasting time. Earlier this season, Hamilton participated in a bid to purchase Chelsea Football Club, so he's no stranger to endeavours in other sports. Hamilton confirmed his interest when speaking to the media with a passion for the first time since his involvement became known. He said he was ultimately a sports fan at Emilia-Romagna GP. According to Hamilton, soccer or football, if you are British, is the most popular sport in the world and has some of the biggest and most successful clubs. He thought, wow, this is one of the greatest opportunities to be a part of something, and he learned about the opportunity. Hamilton has frequently declared his support for Arsenal, but has also admitted to loving Chelsea at the time. He admitted to Sky Sports that there is always a crazy rivalry between one team and another in sports, but he doesn't harbour that hatred in his personality. Hamilton stated that he enjoys watching others succeed, and that since his uncle is a die-hard Chelsea supporter, there has always been an intense family rivalry between the two teams. He claimed that this represented a business opportunity and a fantastic chance to be associated with the most prominent sport and one of the biggest teams in the world. He further elaborated, stating that he has always been a football fan. He claimed that he played in teams from age 4 to 17 every year. Throughout his childhood, he participated in sports every year and attended many games. And even though those earlier attempts were unsuccessful, Hamilton fulfilled his dream of owning a sports team when he invested in the Denver Broncos in August, in a deal reportedly worth $4.65 billion, a record for an American sports franchise. The Broncos and the Walton Penner family, headed by Walmart heir Rob Walton, entered into a purchase and sale agreement for the takeover of the team in June. Sir Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time Formula One world champion, has joined the Walton ownership group, the company said in a statement. According to the statement, Hamilton is a fierce advocate for equality worldwide, including in his sport. He is also a champion competitor who understands what it takes to lead a winning team. Lewis is regarded as the most successful F1 driver with more than 100 race victories. The ownership group and the Broncos organization will benefit from his tenacious character and high standards. The move, according to Hamilton, is an honor. Hamilton expressed his excitement about joining a fantastic group of owners and becoming a part of the Broncos' history in a tweet that included pictures of a dog. He continued by expressing his gratitude for the opportunity to work with such a talented group and set a good example for more diverse leadership in all sports. And Hamilton is now also giving golf a try. It was revealed that he and 4 other Formula One drivers were investing in a new company founded by Woods and McIlroy. Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy, 2 golfing celebrities, announced their startup in August. A lot of athletes came running to join them. On the list, which the business released on Wednesday morning, were people like Stephen Curry, Serena Williams, and Sidney Crosby. Mark Webber, Alex Albon, Lando Norris, and Carlos Sainz are the other 4 F1 drivers that have shown interest in TMRW Sports. NFL stars like Larry Fitzgerald and Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills are also included. Although the investment amounts are still unknown, one thing is certain: each wants to support an increasing number of athletes. TMRW CEO Mike McCarley thanked the investors and said that their goal has always been to collaborate with the best in class in every way. Tiger, Rory, and Mike are grateful for the assistance of this exceptional group of financiers, counselors, and ambassadors who share their vision for using technology to develop modern sports strategies. The company must have something unique to offer if the top athletes in sports are investing together. The primary motivation behind Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy's founding at TMRW Sports was outlined by Mike McCarley. According to Mike, sports, media, and entertainment are the 3 areas of progress that inspired the company's founding. Additionally, he stated that TMRW Sports would set up a high-tech golf league with 6 teams of 3 PGA Tour players competing against one another. A live audience will be present and full swinging shots will be used. January 2024 will see the start of the series. To add interest, the series would feature semi-final and final games throughout the regular season. Mike McCarley, the company's 3rd founder and CEO, states that one of the main objectives is to make sports more accessible for as many people as possible. He continued by saying that using athletes would help to increase potential opportunities. He claimed that the projects produced by TMRW would benefit from their combined broad audience and cultural resonance. He claimed that many people share a love of golf, which gives TGL, their initial project, in collaboration with the PGA Tour, even more fuel. In other news, Lando Norris thinks he could defeat Lewis Hamilton in a race if they're all driving the same vehicle. Lando Norris has responded yes when asked directly if he would defeat Lewis Hamilton if they were teammates. Considering Hamilton's Mercedes teammate is another young Briton, George Russell, that scenario appears unlikely ever to be tested. It would be a huge shock if that lineup were to change at any point before Hamilton decided to leave Formula One. In a video for British GQ, Norris, who signed a long-term contract to prolong his stay with McLaren this year, was posing questions to the public on various social media platforms. If Norris thought he could defeat the 7-time former world champion if they were on the same team, that was one of the queries that made the editor cut for the 5-minute 40-second video. "It's a difficult question," the 22-year-old said. "I have to answer yes. It would not be simple by any means. Lewis is one of the greatest of all time, but if you want to succeed, you must consider yourself superior to others." How certain was Lando Norris when he claimed to be able to defeat Lewis Hamilton? The proper context is required for this. Norris answered a straightforward question without any air of arrogance. He responded as any driver would who is confident in their abilities, which is necessary if you want to succeed in the Formula One shark pool. "You have to think you're better than everyone else," he said himself. Since Norris has a friendly relationship with Hamilton and has friendships with Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz and Russell, in addition to many other F1 drivers, it is not a slight against Hamilton. And of course, when Hamilton was pursuing the McLaren in Austria last year, Hamilton was overheard on the team radio saying, "Such a great driver, Lando." Do you think Lando Norris could defeat Lewis Hamilton? You have to believe Norris would have had a chance if he had been chosen to drive alongside Hamilton and Mercedes this season rather than Russell. The obvious catch here is that Norris has only ever raced for McLaren in Formula One. As current teammate Daniel Ricciardo recently noted, this can be a significant advantage over someone joining a team from somewhere else. Before his 3-year loan at Williams, Russell was familiar with the Mercedes setup. Although the two young British drivers appear to have a similar level of talent, Norris's strong season with 207 points to Hamilton's 180 does not necessarily imply that Norris could have scored as heavily. And of course, in the early stages of this campaign, Hamilton seemed to have a more challenging time dealing with the quirks of the stubborn W13 than Russell did. But Hamilton has outscored his teammates by 10 points over the last 10 races. To summarize, Norris's claim is not absurd, but it's also not one he can make with any degree of certainty. We won't know how good he can be until McLaren gives him a car capable of consistently contending for victories, or until he loses patience and moves on. And that's a wrap. What do you think about F1 drivers investing in TMRW sports, and who would win the race between Hamilton and Lando Norris if they were to compete? Comment down below. Let's engage. Until next time, goodbye.